Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. How are you guys all doing today?
Fantastic.
Why are you doing so fantastic, Miss? We haven't seen you forever, and now your hair is a completely different color.
The silver is coming out, and I think the sun has bleached it more. Because I'm in Australia right now, so it's pretty awesome. Just got done diving in the Great Barrier Reef yesterday, and went to New Zealand, literally yesterday.
Did you
What was the
find
Great
that
Barrier
video?
Reef like?
It's beautiful. It's not as amazing as it once was, but it's still really incredible. But it's just really sad to think, everything.
What it was, yeah.
Yeah, like so much has been done to cause the damage to it. But it's still really pretty. But it's I'm sure from pictures you'd see like years and years ago, it's definitely not the same. But it's not in the extreme condition either. It says there's still a lot of life. I took a bunch of pictures, which I'll post more of. But it's still really pretty. And also, since there was a cyclone here like a week or two ago, so it wasn't as clear as you normally would see, but it's still pretty clear. I mean, it's the clearest water I've ever been in, being from California. I could actually see in this water. But yeah, so I'm fantastic because I absolutely love New Zealand. New Zealand, I want to move there. And Australia's been really cool, but Australia is so huge. Like I did 2 weeks in New Zealand, 1 week in Australia, which probably didn't make as much sense because Australia is so big. But New Zealand, it's like, it's the equivalent. You drive the whole North Island. It's like driving from Irvine to San Francisco. Like it's super quick and easy. And then the South Island's full of like crazy amount of mountains and hikes and all sorts of craziness. I can talk about it forever, so I'll stop.
Well, how have the rest of your week's been? Trump, there's something crawling around behind you.
Aww. I love that little guy.
Oh,
We're so in sync, Anna. Like a
Aww.
relationship.
This is why we're dating.
Yeah.
I just finished my other D&D game, Dice Camera Action.
Mhm.
It was a doozy this week. Mad doozy. I'm exhausted.
What happened?
Well, it all started when my character couldn't help herself from throwing a polymorphed salamander that was currently in the shape of a frog into a pen of hellhounds, because how hilarious was it going to be when one of the hellhounds ate the frog and then it turned into a salamander inside the hellhound? Which of course it did. But my character forgot that it was a stealth mission, and that once we were unstealthed, multiple fire giants would come down upon us. Yeah. So there was a lot that happened, and now, as a result of many things, next episode we have to play as 2 mice and an owlbear. So
Oh, that's exciting.
yeah,
You're not dead. That's good.
awesome.
Yeah, quite, I think. So I'm kind of reeling from that. I'm just still trying to, yeah. So, the next episode, Chris Perkins likes to name the episodes. He already named this one. The next one is Animals in Heat,
Oh,
because we're in the lair of the fire giants.
right.
So, yeah.
Well, Olivia, what's up with you?
My cat is the greatest, first of all. Okay, so I have one anecdote that is amazing, and I don't think I shared it here yet, but I've been sharing it with many people. So my cat really likes to do the whole cat massage thing, and I think I already talked about that, but I got her to massage my back.
What?
Can you do it on? Will she do it on command? Like, can you get her to do it every time?
Like, not every time. Like, sometimes she kind of messes it up, but it's okay. Like, we're working on this.
Wow.
Because like she likes when I have like like a blanket on me.
Mm-hmm.
So like at some point I realized that's what triggers the whole massaging action. So like one night I was like, oh, I'll just lay in bed with my back exposed. And I'll just put a big blanket on top of me and I was like, Jira, come here. She did it and I felt super bad. Like I feel it's like almost unacceptable, but at the same time she's like purring and she seems super happy, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, why would that be unacceptable?
I'm kind of using my cat for free massages.
You know, any other
She
animal
is
but a
getting
cat would be
free
happy.
before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems happy. And besides that, she's enjoying this a bit too much. I'm happy as well because I'm gonna book a trip to go to the next TI, so I guess I'll see people there. So I'm really
Nice.
stoked.
Yeah.
Still having some esports in my life. And I'll probably have 1 or 2 more events this year, probably for work, but it's not announced yet, so can't say which ones or for what. You may see, what the hell is my cat's tail in my leg? You may see me around. That is all.
Well, over here in Gualala, we've had all the seals are having their pups. So every couple of days, there's a couple new baby seals down on the beach, which has been fun to go and take a look at.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby seals.
the little baby seals will like ride on their mother's backs when they're like going out in the water. It's the most adorable thing in the world.
That's
Pictures. Pictures.
Maybe one day. And the deer are about to have their kids too, which will be pretty fun. They'll be like right out there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Springtime is nice out in the middle of nowhere. What about you, Ransom?
This is all very amusing. Same old here.
Excellent. So let's hop into game. What happened last week?
Last week, Olivia and Kellen went on a special date because they were all alone. And that took the form of just a Q&A where we talked about D&D and about our characters. So I feel like we had just like a really romantic night and we had like a really long talk and we just kind of like learned things about each other. Kellen's feeling like really motivated to like make sure that Olivia feels good now after that. So
excellent. So the party is still in Sandashar, the Akuban capital. You guys haven't done much exploring outside of the capital other than a quick trip to the forest and back. And you're all together, and you're all healthy for the first time in what seems like a month or so. And you're hanging out in this little tavern on the south side of town near the docks. Not the main one that you went into last time. This is a different one. Yeah, we'll pick up there where you guys are all sitting around a table together, along with Bash Rockstorm, Guy Claypool, and Cook. Cook the cook.
Cook the chef.
Cook the chef. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And this is like the last time we were all together, we won the talent competition, right?
Yes, you did.
So we're pretty much famous in this town now?
I wouldn't say you're famous in this town. This is the capital. Right now you're a medium fish in a very large pond. There is lots of fame to be found here still. So what are you guys doing in this tavern? That's called the Yellow Door, by the way.
The Yellow Door.
That's
well,
the name.
and also Tess was sick.
Yes, but she's recovered now.
Mm-hmm. We saved you from this like horrible elf sickness.
It cost us a lot of money. Just saying.
Really? How much did it cost you?
150 gold.
And our souls.
I'm glad you find me worth it. Thanks.
You're worth about 10 times as much as that.
Aww.
So sweet.
And very specific.
Yeah.
That's ransom for you.
We had to break a few hearts to get it, if you know what I mean. Not metaphorically.
Oh.
Like literally, we actually literally had to break someone's heart. It's weird.
It turns out that Kellen can be a very cruel person.
It's fine. She showed some teenagers like what love is, like how to experience love and heartbreak. And you know where the best art comes from? Heartbreak.
That's so true, babe.
Wait, I thought that was Kellen's sickness. Did you guys cure that?
Oh, that was another sickness. You're right. We had many sicknesses.
Many people have been sick on this campaign.
you had the fatal elf sleeping sickness.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
right.
I was Sleeping Beauty. Okay.
Yeah. So we had to find like a mushroom that was in a damp place with no sunlight that was like super dangerous, and then we fought some people. It was actually pretty dangerous. I feel like we struggled quite a bit at the beginning, and then we kind of just, skimmed through the tough ending very easily.
Well, now you're sitting around this table. There are all sorts of strange creatures here, not just the humans that make up the bulk of the Akuban population, but there's a few goblins over at one table, a pack of kobolds sitting with a hobgoblin at another. Was sitting with a gnoll at another table, and a trio of dwarves with a duo of gnomes.
What's a gnoll?
A gnoll is like a large hyena man, like a big dog person.
And all of them are getting along. It's like Mos Eisley Cantina in here.
Yeah. Everyone seems to be getting along fairly well.
So this is my first interaction with everybody since Ransom was lovesick, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I go up to him and I just we're sitting at the table, so I'm sitting next to him and I just casually look over to him and I'm like, still not sure if he's, healed from this. I'm like, I just kind of like look at him, then I look away, and then I look at him again, and then I look away. Like, kind of sneaking looks to see what he's doing and like seeing if he's eyeing anyone else in the room.
All right, well, I noticed once, and then I look at you.
And then
I'm like, Olivia, I feel like dancing. Do you feel like dancing right now?
Sure, let's dance.
Let's go. And I look at
show all of these people from all of these different backgrounds that music and dance can unite us all.
Babe, you are so sweet. Let's
The
do it.
true language of civilization, music, is worldwide.
Oh my gosh, you took the words right out of my mouth. I grab her hand, I lead her to the dance floor away from Kess and Ransom to give them some space. And I look meaningfully at Kess as we leave. Also, is there any music playing?
Yes, there is.
Okay, good. We danced to that. We were still going to dance whether or not there was music, but...
There's a little jig being played by a quartet of halflings.
I like halflings. They're like half little humans.
Very
Wait, that's like
insightful,
a little-
Olivia.
Anyway, so we give Kess and Ransom some space.
Ransom, what do you do in exchange to all of these looks and then looks away and then looks and then looks away?
I'm just looking at her. What's she doing?
I mean, are you looking at me like the whole time? Or are you looking?
No. After a few of your things, I'm looking at you.
Okay. I look up. Well, I guess we're similar, right? But look over and I kind of narrow my eyes and like. So, how do you feel today?
Much better that you're well and up now. I was afraid that the ultimate irony in any problems of our relationship would come about, that you would die earlier than I would, and that would be just too much of a shame. So, thank goodness you're not dead.
Yes, but how do you feel about other women or men right now?
See, well, Olivia's pretty awesome. Kellen's cool guy. Guy Claypool ranks pretty far below. The cook, like, I don't even really think he should be here. Yeah. Bash is slightly under Clay. The general people in the tavern here, they're pretty cool. I like their inclusivity.
So you're not in love with anyone else, are you?
No, just you, of course.
Okay. I smile at this and I kind of like nudge in. So how long was I sick for?
How long has she been sick for?
Oh, like a day.
Yeah.
It's like a very.
How long has this been since
lethal-
the group was all
lethal,
together?
Sickness. Like if we waited a day or two, you would probably have died.
I think in game time, you guys have been in Sandashar for a week.
This has been the most dreadful week of my life.
Well, now we're both healed, so
Olivia keeps trying to come back into their conversation, and I keep spinning her back away.
Kill him! Kill him!
so I look at Ransom, and then I look at the dance floor, and then I look back at Ransom.
So many meaningful looks this week.
I know. I'm kind of quiet because I'm still like recovering.
Oh, you need your rest. I wouldn't want you to exert yourself. After all, that week felt like the longest period of my life. Now I know how time feels to you elves.
But it's dancing. You know I love to dance.
Ah, okay. If you're feeling up to it, like, extend my hand. I'm going to pull her up
And
to the
then
dance floor.
I grin really big. I grab his hand and we go to dance.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm like, Olivia, and I have her stay, and then I back up, and I put my hands out to do the dirty dancing lift. Does she run towards me?
Yes.
And I,
Can we roll a d20?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Olivia, you're going to need to make a dex check, and Kellen, you're going to need to make a strength check, and you both have to pass, otherwise something terrible happens.
Nice.
Oh. Uh-oh.
hold on just a sec. Okay.
Not starting too well.
So Olivia goes and jumps into your arms, and you go and lift her up, but she has no sense of balance whatsoever, and she tips forward too far and then just topples backwards, bringing you and her clattering into a nearby table with people sitting around it. Humans sitting around it. They start cursing as their food and drink spills all over the place and makes a mess of things. One of them grabs Olivia by the hair and kind of like drags her off the table onto the other side.
Oh, hey there.
That is uncalled.
We're sorry
I
for your
punched that guy.
Make me roll the hit.
Oh!
No one grabs baby by the hair.
Oh! You double critical this man. Please roll me 3d2 damage.
I'm not trying to kill him. By
No,
the way.
no, that's fine. Punching is usually temporary damage anyway.
He's gonna be killed.
Knocked out in a single blow. He clatters to the ground.
Kellen looks so attractive right now. He looks like so
Totally.
in control.
Yep.
He's just like he's kind of out of breath from the exertion, and he's just standing over him, and he looks over and says, "Babe,
I was
Are you
totally
okay?
gonna. Oh my god! You saved me. He was gonna hurt me clearly by the way he pulled my hair.
I pull her close, I smooth her hair, and I say, "Not on my watch."
The tavern goes quiet as the two of you make out. Everyone turns back to their
Totally.
previous activities and the music picks up again. There's grunts of disgust everywhere.
I look over and I giggle a little bit.
The people whose table you messed up give you a wide berth, help their friend up, slap him around, dump some beer on his face until he comes to, and they leave themselves be.
I'll be nice since my boyfriend has been so chivalrous of me. I feel like giving back and, forgiving people right now. So I'll offer them a round of beer on me.
They graciously accept and order some beers. Two copper per beer.
How many beers is it?
There are 4 at the table, so 8.
Yeah, sure. 8. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I did happen to have 8 copper.
Perfect.
Got rid of my copper. Silly humans.
Okay. So, as you sit around the table, continuing your discussions, Guy Claypool and Bash Rockstorm come over with some drinks and some food. Cook comes back from the kitchen area where apparently he's been hanging out with the cooks back there, and he brings you guys a plate of a bowl of pretzels and this weird Cuban snack that looks like a spongy dough, but it's got a crunchy thing on the inside, and starts to talk to you about it when the people playing go to sit down, and your ears are pricked up by a poet who steps up, takes his spot at this little stage, and begins to read a work of his, or speak a work of his. It goes, good old Winston lost his way and met the end of his long day. West he went for his glory, yes, his mother did worry. Took with him his golden rings, took with him his magic strings. Went to make friends with some orcs, now he's on the end of forks. His music was so beautiful, it's a shame the orcs weren't merciful. And then it repeats over and over again. But the line that picks up your ears is something about magic strings.
Yeah.
And you hear the people around you talking about, oh yeah, wasn't he that bard in town a couple weeks ago? What happened to him?
Winston the Bard.
Look around to see if there are any orcs in the tavern.
No, not a single orc in the tavern.
Those cursed orcs, they're always killing our bards. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah! Killing birds, orcs, jeez.
Wait, babe, didn't you date an orc at one point?
And a half orc, it's not the same.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know. However, I did date a werewolf once. His name was Claude. Claude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Claude.
His name was Claude. Claude the werewolf.
We need to do those like special date episodes more often.
But that's for another time.
Yes,
that's
for another time.
Sometimes in life you just kind of have to roll a dice, and sometimes you end up on a 10 and you're dating a werewolf. What are the odds, really? Like 1 out of 10 or something?
That is very strange odds, because I've never dated a werewolf.
It's very unusual.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I am 100% certain that Claude was a werewolf.
No, is Cass sure about that?
I look at Ransom. Are you trying to tell me something?
No.
We were talking about Winston the Bard.
Oh yeah, magic strings. That sounds cool.
Yes, we should totally go investigate that.
We should grab you some magical strings, Callan.
Why are you saying that my art isn't good enough the way it is?
No, I'm just saying it can be enhanced. Your currently excellent art can be made to be even more beautiful.
I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of magic, because I don't cheat, but if it just amplifies sound or something, I could totally be down with that. I'm always up for new technology,
Yeah, cutting edge. We are in our music, in art.
Let's ask this reciter to tell us a little bit more about Winston the Bard.
Sure.
He's finishing up, because he goes through a couple of verses of the same thing. Finishes up and heads back down as other people take the stage. You can catch him as he goes down the staircase.
Sure, I'll go up and catch him. So, I got some words of advice for you. First of all, when you're making a song, don't just repeat the same thing over and over again. That gets a bit boring. Second of all, where is this magical string and where can we find it?
Everyone's a critic. You want to buy me a beer first, maybe?
Oh yeah, it's 2 copper, that's fine.
Oh, this guy comes over to sit at your table and shakes everyone's hand, introducing himself as Neville.
You know, Neville, if you were a better poet, you probably would not have to scramble around for these pieces of copper.
He looks mouth agape at
being
everyone
central.
else.
You really have an issue with tact, Ransom. Let me introduce myself. My name is Olivia, and this is my boyfriend, Kellen.
What's that?
And yeah.
Hi, I'm
Kellen's
Tess, and
amazing artist. And then you have his sister, Cass, who's also an artist. It's
Charmed.
kind of a bodyguard, so
You would do well to learn from these two right here. You know what I mean?
Please don't pay any attention to him. Your work was fantastic. I totally understand the kind of progressive stance you're taking on the modern stanza.
Thank you. For a moment here, I thought I was sitting down at a hostile table.
Don't worry about it. He's our bodyguard, and he just, the aggression just doesn't subside sometimes.
Hey, don't take it as aggression, just take it as friendly advice, pal.
Yeah, he likes to give advice.
I
But
give
like
him a
I
look over at
said,
Ransom.
I'm just like so intrigued because I've never heard that story before, and the way you set it to motion, I just really it made me feel it so deeply. It was like almost as though I could see Winston the Bard in
going westward. Yeah.
yeah.
Find glory,
Oh.
But how did you come about this story? It felt as if you lived it and we lived it through you.
Well, thank you. It's a little thing I've been working on lately. Winston was a friend of mine. You guys don't sound like you're from around here, or at least you've got great accents. Where are you from?
I'm from
Well,
Montreal.
Clearly, I know where the two of you are from, but you, he says to the humans seated around the table. Montreal? Is that
No,
a...
no, I'm just kidding. That's a really weird name for a city, isn't it?
What was the general area that we were from?
Mistrea.
We're from Mistrea.
Oh, no kidding. I'm from South Mistrea, near Old Voden.
Oh, what do you know? We were living right next to each other then.
Look at that.
Kind of like we're old friends, except we don't live together.
Well, good old Winston, he was also from Old Voden. And we came out here because I don't think we were really appreciated back home, and we heard that Akuba had this interesting relationship with music, and, well, it's been an adventure.
Crazy that you have to pay here to perform? Is that insane?
You know, I thought so too when I first arrived, but then I realized just how big the music scene was here and how hard it can be to get in front of, influential people because there's so many musicians. It's a big place. It's a little daunting even.
Is that what this Winston guy was trying to do? Is that why he needed magic strings?
No, you see, Winston's grandfather found the magic strings, and they'd just been sitting in his family for ages because none of them were musicians, and so Winston started, playing with them as a kid, figured out how to work them, and, then we became a two-man band.
What did the strings do?
They're these amazing things. You can, if you hold the very top fret, you can play something, and then it will be stored in the string, and then you can have the strings recall it and play it again. So you could be playing one song while the strings play a second song at the same time. You can make one instrument into two instruments.
That's
And each string-
crazy technology.
Each string can hold its own song.
That sounds completely pointless. Why wouldn't you just have two bards?
Well, that way one bard can have up to... he had 6 strings on his lute, so he can have 7 different instruments being played all at the same time.
Like a one-man band.
Yeah, well, 2-man, because, he needs some percussion in there. I'm a percussionist. I was.
And how could he work those strings? Was there a secret sentence that he would always say as, a warm-up or something like that?
No. You just hold the top string, And then there's like a mental command that you give it to like clear the memory of the previous string. It's real simple.
Did you ever try it?
Oh yeah, I used to play a little bit.
Well, Winston just like went and got himself in trouble, huh?
Oh man, you're looking around, you see those goblins, the kobolds in that knoll over there, and you see those goblins and everything. Winston got it in his mind that this was some sort of like perfect paradise where all races got along and everything was perfect all the time. And so he heard about this band of orcs, and I think he thought they were a band of orcs. Yeah, so he went to go visit them, and, well, he never came back. So I think he's probably dead.
Did you didn't go looking for him or anything?
Well, he went after a murderous band of orcs, and didn't
Or
come
maybe
back,
they
so
were bad
no.
orcs, and maybe you're just a racist.
He is abrasive, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just, you know.
It's alright, it's alright. Everyone needs a meathead around for something.
Hey, at least now that I've done some thinking, this storing of songs and advice, that sounds pretty interesting. We should mass produce those and sell them to the market.
Wow. You know how to make them. Cool, I guess. Anyway, I think I've finished my drink. It was nice meeting you all.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Just to tickle my fancy, what would you say was the mental command?
Oh, no, it's not like a mental command word. It's just you communicate to the strings in your mind somehow.
Yeah, like communicating through music. I totally get it.
I'll tell you what, though, because you've piqued my interest, we'll go find this guy's strings. Where do you think the orcs are?
Well, he went to the Shade Coast. It's across the Roshirian grasslands.
Shade Coast.
Mm-hmm. That's where the orcs were, apparently.
Roshirian grasslands.
Ah, thanks. All right, well, if you ever find yourself needing another drink, I have one on me. I hand him 2 copper.
Thanks, buddy, he says, pocketing the copper. Looking back to the rest of the table, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet
dude, we
you.
should jam sometime.
Pleasure's all mine.
Well, I'm taking off. I'm heading back home pretty soon. It's a little hard being in such a big pond when you're by yourself out here, you know? And I feel like I've learned some things that I can take back home and really wow some people out there.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
guess
see you in
that's
Mistrea.
But I mean, maybe we should... Give me a minute, I may have something for you. And then I get to the group and I'm like, how would you guys feel about adding a percussionist to our backup band?
Bash Rockstorm stands up, tears starting to well in his eyes. What about me?
Oh, no, I'm saying like, what about 2 percussionists? Isn't that cool, or is that just too much? That's why I'm asking you guys.
Bash lowers his head and walks away from the group.
Olivia!
Guy Claypool looks at you,
That's so
Olivia, and
cool.
goes, I gotta go check on Bash. And walks off too.
I kind of look at Olivia like, I usually look at her with only adoration, but I'm kind of like shocked. Like, I'm like, how could you say something like that? I don't say it, but I just like,
Well, I just thought that maybe 2 percussionists could do a great job.
No, say no more. You're kind of right. I look around. Bash isn't that great. Maybe this guy can do better.
We can-
Neil,
I just stare off. I don't even say anything.
this guy's not that good either, though, right? Like,
All you heard him was give his little spoken thing, and it was a
Yeah.
little awkward, right? He didn't
Yeah.
even put the rhyme. He didn't rhyme it well. Not everything had the right number of syllables.
I'm like, babe, I get it. Like, you're always looking out for the best of the band, but I just don't think he's quite a artistic fit for us.
All right. I mean, between the 2 of us, you're really the artistic one. I just thought that, adding someone to our backup band would maybe make it better somehow. But maybe it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of the people.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's still standing around waiting for you to bring him a gift.
Oh, I go back to him. I'm like, Oh yeah, sorry. What I thought would work out didn't, but here, have another beer on us. It's on the house. I wish you a great trip home.
Sure. Later.
See you.
And he heads
Bye
off.
now. Alright, guys. I'm feeling westward. How about you?
Anywhere other than this awkward spot.
I don't know, babe. What do you think as our fan? Would you like to see us play an instrument like that?
I feel it's a fair magic trick, if you know what I mean. You know, like the other bands that we've met that were using shameful tricks, they were kind of enhancing their art with magic by not being necessarily good. But imagine you guys being able to, like, multiply your talent through multiple strings. I feel that's just fair, right?
Right, it's your own work. Why wouldn't you be able to use it? You were the one who played it.
I feel it's okay.
All right.
And sometimes maybe someone doesn't want just a 2-people group, they want a full band, and bam! With 2 people, you're a full band.
Okay, I trust you, babe.
You
Let's
know,
go.
more selling power. Versatility.
Right.
Okay. You can ask around and find that the plains he was talking about, I should figure out the names. The Roshirian grasslands are this big grasslands right out here outside of Sandashar. And the Shade Coast is this collection of trees on the far western coast. Yeah, that area.
But does that say 21 miles of tree coast?
Yes.
Ugh.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
Also,
should we-
though, if we're gonna fight orcs or like sea orcs, shouldn't we probably be prepared?
Ah, that's right. You're so brilliant.
Well, I was thinking that this may be the moment to get our horses at last. At least our horse, Kellen. You know, grassland sounds like a great moment to to take our relationship to another level and adopt a horse.
Babe, having a horse with you is exactly who I want to be.
That's great. We're gonna need to name it, but first
You
let's
got
go.
a great horse for the two of us as well, Cass.
Yeah? What kind of horse?
I'm thinking a white stallion, as I have these images of myself riding proud on one, like those fairy tales that you hear.
I love that.
All right, let's go horse shopping, people.
Guy Claypool comes up to the lot of you and goes, hey guys, like, Bash is, like, still pretty heartbroken. So I think we're gonna hang out in town for a little while. I don't know what your plans are, but, like, we're gonna go practice. Like, he doesn't feel he's progressed enough. And I think we, like, totally need to really, like, work on his art form. So,
I get what
well,
you mean.
maybe, like, we can meet up in, like, a week or something.
Do you think I should go apologize to him? Like, I totally didn't mean that as, like, replacing him.
I like, look, dude, I don't think he's, like, ready to see you yet. Like,
Okay,
give
when I
him
come
some
back-
time.
Yeah.
That's very smart. You two need all the practice you can get.
I kind of like, I kind of look at Guy Claypool and I'm like, but you won't like leave town or anything. You're still gonna be here, right?
So, like, don't leave without us, guys. He says, completely ignoring Kellen, and he turns and walks off.
What? Colin's like,
What just happened? Isn't that like your best friend?
I'm like, I'll be right back, and I leave the party and run after a guy, and I like kind of like grab his shoulder and I'm like, what's the deal? What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Just, like, Bash is all, heartbroken about his playing, so, like, I gotta go tend to Bash.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understood that, but like, is there something weird? Like, is there like weirdness? Because I noticed.
Should there be weirdness?
I don't know. You just like you were acting weird, and I just want to make sure we're cool, man. Like, you know.
Are we not cool?
I thought we were cool.
I thought we were cool.
So we're cool.
Yeah, we're totally cool.
So you're like not gonna like leave or anything.
No, well, no, we're not going anywhere. We're just going down the street to practice. You know, like.
Yeah. So.
Why are you being weird?
I'm not like I'm. Yeah, we're chill. Like.
Right. Yeah, we're fine.
We'll see you in a week, right? Like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Like.
Yeah.
High five.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
I walk back to the party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's being really weird, and then I just like put my arm around Olivia and like kiss her on the cheek really hard.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I guess it hit them pretty hard that I suggested an addition to their band. I feel kind of bad about it. I think on our way back we should like, you know, give him like a new drum kit or like something.
Maybe we should like plan a number where they perform with us, like a couple numbers. You know, keep the band the way it is, but then like have a few guest numbers where they come do some on stage with us.
You think they could do maybe like your opening number and then maybe one song with you guys? And
Maybe. I mean, like they kind of suck still, but like whenever we have an audience that it's like okay to suck in front of, then yeah, totally.
I think it's still important to like, you know, make people understand that your act is still a separate thing and like an item. So maybe like we do one song with them and then you guys always do like one, just the two of you to make sure that, you know, your name, Kiss and Kellen just remains a unit.
Yeah.
Of course, a few songs as we do normally, and maybe one if you know.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
If it allowed, if it's.
Yeah, but like whatever, you know, because like as long as I'm with you, babe, with you, Olivia, everything's gonna be peachy. And now we're gonna go just like, you know, deal with some orcs and get some magic strings. It's gonna be like this great adventure that we're gonna go on together.
Yes.
Yeah.
But first, let's go get some horses.
Okay, but also Ransom was saying something about being prepared, and he's our bodyguard, so I kind of trust him to make sure that we're like prepared.
Yeah, I'll just head over to the general store. You grab the horses.
Okay.
Don't forget some
Alright, I'll try to find our white stallion.
Excellent. Don't forget what?
torches.
Your horses?
Torches.
Oh, torches. Yes, of course.
So I immediately go over to Olivia and Kellen, and then I link arms with them, but I go into the middle.
I take
Let's
her
go get
arm.
some horses.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my general knowledge of merchanting to think about how much I think horses are.
75 gold a horse.
Our stallion's more.
75 gold a horse. We're not going to differentiate between subtypes of horses because I don't know enough about them to properly set their prices.
I think this will be enough. I kind of fish out from the bag of mithril coins that I'm holding. Right in the middle of... Are we still in the tavern?
No, you've left the tavern. How many
Okay.
mithril coins do you have? Aren't you out of mithril coins by now? I feel like you keep dishing them out like every week, and you shouldn't have that many.
I marked them off every single time. They're worth 20 gold each, so I don't have to use that many. We started with 20.
Okay. Okay.
We used 3.5.
All right.
So how much do you put out?
I hand you 8 mithril coins. That should be enough to cover the horses.
Wow, high roller over here. But thanks. I can buy our horse. Right, Olivia? Because you have my money.
Yes, of course.
I go ahead and take the mithril coins from Ransom. Thanks, hon. And then I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
Now do the
And then I
good old-
immediately...
I think we should make this a thing. If she approaches to kiss me on the cheek, I turn. And then I give her a nice deep kiss.
Oh.
Look at them pulling tricks from us. They're trying to be as cool as we are.
It's so cute. Look, they're trying to imitate how romantic we are.
I'm sorry, who watches the sunsets?
What? I don't know what you're talking
Only
about.
I wish you could be this romantic.
Right? Yeah, you guys are like so much more romantic than we are.
Is it like we write in each other's like poem notebooks or anything, or like write odes to each other?
All right. So you guys go off and you can purchase a pair of horses. Feel free to describe them however you like and give them names.
So we pay for ours from our money, I guess. So you keep all the mithril coins.
Yeah.
Shell out 75 gold, please, Olivia.
Yep.
Ransom and Kess, shell out 75 gold. And please describe your horses.
We get to pick whatever we want them to look like.
Whatever you want, Anna.
Who are you, and what have you done with Neil? You're like, yeah, a stallion costs the same. Sure. What does it look
He's
like?
gonna
What's it
kill our
got?
horse.
Same stats.
He's gonna kill our
Whatever.
horse.
You're right. He's not gonna let it live long enough to matter. So
So I guess let's go for it.
No, you wouldn't kill the stallions, would you?
Neil would.
Whatever. They're just animals.
He's like, I know neither confirm nor deny.
You wanna roll for it, Anna?
Well,
You remember what
our
happened to
horse-
birds?
Yeah.
Our
Bird?
horse,
We ate
beautiful
bird.
white stallion.
A white stallion. How beautiful.
Yes, beautiful white.
Pure white, no markings.
Pure white.
Wow, this is a rare horse indeed.
It's a super rare horse. Like, it's probably one of its kind, and somebody had abandoned this horse, so it's not normally, it doesn't like most people, but it immediately warms up when I come up to it.
Aww.
And anybody that I kind of introduce to the horse, you know, being the animal whisperer I am. And beautiful white horse with kind of a silvery blue mane on it, like just a slight blue to it. And it's got
Unicorn.
kind of a longer mane than most, so yeah, pretty much unicorn-like.
All right.
Well, in terms of inventory stuff, that means you're left with 4 mithril coins and you got 5 gold.
Okay.
I go to the general store while they're shopping, and I just buy 3 squares worth of caltrops.
Okay. I'll find some
So-
prices for that. Meanwhile, Kellen and Olivia, what is your horse named and what does it look like?
I wave Olivia over and I just like have my hands around her waist, and there's a few horses here. I'm like, well, check these out, babe. Which ones do you like? And there's one that's like a chest, like a red brown, like a chestnut red brown color with like black stockings and nose and mane and tail. And it looks very like proud and strong and like like a very stately horse. And then there's one that's it's dapple gray, so it's gray with like kind of whitish spots and a white mane and tail. And that one looks very like kindly and sweet. That one's a mare and it looks like warm and cuddly. And then there's one that looks like it's a white horse too, but it's not all white. It's like got some mottled like gray in its mane. It's like a dirty dishwater white, you know, like it's not like a stately white horse, and it kind of looks shy and like it's not been treated too well, and it's just kind of like huddled in the corner. But you know, it doesn't even look as like strong as the other 2 horses. So I'm just holding on to Olivia and I'm like, babe, which one do you like? I like whatever you like.
You really don't have a preference?
No, babe, I just want you to be happy.
Aww. I'm gonna try to like go see the 3 horses and see which one warms up to me most.
Whichever one wants to warm up to you the most warms up to you.
You have to make it up.
I'm gonna roll for it. I like rolling. So I guess it's gonna be in the order. Of course, the like least strong looking one is warming up.
So like the one that looked kind of sad.
Yeah, then I'm like, it's kind of desperate, isn't it?
You know what? If I were without you, I would be just as desperate as him.
But look at that strong one. It's like, kind of reminds me of you, you know, like when you punch that guy. Kind of.
Yeah, I did do that. I don't know though, babe. This one looks like he needs you. But whatever makes you happy.
I'd like to try them. Can we try them?
Neil, you put Jen in a shopping situation. Do you realize what you've done?
Not really.
Run and feel like how fast they go. Like if they
Well,
can...
there's a little round pen that you can hop. You can hop on the horse and take a couple of turns, but you'll be closely watched.
Okay. Is there a more obedient one? I'm gonna roll.
Nope, they are all equal, stat-wise.
Neil, I'm rolling. It's the first one. I feel he's more obedient.
The first one, the one that was like the stately one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, that's the one.
Yeah, you're right, babe. That's exactly
Yeah.
the one I was thinking.
Alright. He reminds me of you. Strong,
What are you...
independent.
That's like really sweet. What are you gonna name him?
That's a good question.
Kellen the horse?
Oh, he's like he's kind of like auburn or brown, right?
Yeah.
How about we call him Brick?
I like that. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, like in your song,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so right. You named it after my song. Oh my gosh, babe, you're so sweet.
All right, you guys have purchased a horse and named him Brick. Kess, have you named your horse?
I'm gonna wait till I'm with Ransom to name the horse.
Okay, the two of you are back together.
I also brought
What do you-
2 weeks of rations. Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you think of a horse? I bring the horse up.
You actually
Kind of
found
like,
me. You can't
kind of
believe
like backs away though from Ransom until like I calm it, and then like I grab Ransom's hand and I bring it over, and then I let him pet our horse at the same time, and then he like nudges into Ransom.
It's all right. I know what these things. I know what these guys want. I kind of reach into our rations and I dig up some food.
Pull out an apple, feed it to the
Yeah.
horse.
You see, all you need to do is bribe these creatures.
Well, you mean I helped you warm up to him.
Yes, you did. I say as I pat his head while it's chewing an apple. Thank you very much.
Neil, do you get the HP movement?
So what would you like to name him? I'll let you do the honors since I picked him out.
Really? Wow. All right. Let's see.
But it better be a good name. It's fitting. He's been through a lot, but he's a strong horse.
Trump.
Well, you know what? What did they name theirs?
Brick.
Oh, Brick. Well, ours is much more handsome than that one. We'll call him Diamond.
Hyman.
Diamond. Because diamonds are clearly superior to bricks.
Okay, you guys have Brick and Diamond. You've got 2 weeks worth of supplies, a whole bag of new caltrops, and a destination out west to go find some orcs to reclaim some magic strings. So why don't we take our first break right here, and we'll see you guys on the other side of it. Bye-bye.